DC Universe Infinite Ultra Speed.
Absolute Green Lantern, Al Ewing and John O. Lindsay. I read issues 1 through 6. Here are some of my thoughts. The Absolute Universe is so much fun. They really get to recreate everything. It's familiar but so new. They get to do all this world building. It's like a whole new mythos with new terminology. They take familiar names and they might not even be people. They could be the names of things. For example, I think Green Lantern is actually the name of a ship, and Abin Sur not its name. It's really a title. Abin being the guardian of, and Sur is the green flame. Abin Sur looks like he's straight out of Dragon Ball. For some reason, the Green Lantern ship is there and then it crashes, and Abin Sur is judging people super brutally to see what level of light they are on the spectrum. So there's a lot of tension because you think that a lot of characters may be unalive, such as Guy Gardner and John Stewart, which really reminds me of One Piece, where Kuma makes a lot of the Straw Hat crew disappear, but we really don't know if they were unalived or not. He was teleporting them. Their task was to recruit beings for the spectrum of light. I think they called them, I don't know how to pronounce it, Ains? The light spectrum thing is something that sounds familiar, but there's levels to this light. So this is where it's kind of different. To the Owens, the spectrum light levels have a hierarchy, and at the top is Aur, A-U-R. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's a gold flame, which denotes that you have total understanding, enlightenment. Under that is Sur, like Abin Sur, which is the green flame, which denotes correct action. And under that is Rao, the red flame, which denotes restraint. And then the last one on the very bottom is kind of like a reveal with Card. I think it's supposed to be like Quard, but it doesn't have the W in it, so I'm not sure if it's pronounced the same. Q-A-R-D, what used to be Quard. That is the Black Hand. The Black Hand denotes chaotic action. None of the colors are associated with emotions. When we find out that a lot of these characters disappeared, they have then become initiated into these roles. John Stewart, who was questioning things and looking for knowledge, he was chosen to become the gold flame bearer, which is the Abin Ur. I don't know, but they also call them the Ain Ur. The Ain is basically the recruit, the initiate. Eventually he may become the controller / guardian, which is the Abin. The green flame, that's Joe, who I guess has correct action. They control the green flame. Side note, another twist, they do discover a yellow weakness, but it's not just yellow. Yellow still works, but gold really works against green. Not really sure what else. Then Rao, the red flame, which is restraint. Surprise! In this universe is Guy Gardner. And then the last one, this is also a twist and a surprise. Card, the Black Hand, was designated to Hal, which stood for chaotic action. I could see how, because he's kind of like a hothead daredevil. I think there's another word I was looking for. However, I think Will does play in somewhere. I don't know, because Abin Sur kept repeating things about not fearing. So there's this whole fear aspect, and then we associate the whole being able to resist fear or overcome fear as the willpower. He kept saying or encouraging them that they shouldn't be fearful and stuff. And so maybe willpower has something to do with being able to hone all of these abilities. Speaking of honing these abilities, he also mentioned that they must control the flame with full understanding, and if you didn't, you were a Tomar, like Tomare, an anomaly, which Joe was. I wonder if people can change levels. So the fact that he called them levels makes it sound like you go from one level to the next, because like the top one, the gold flame, the AUR, is like enlightenment, full, complete, absolute understanding. And then the complete opposite of how the Owens believed the light spectrum worked, which was, you know, from gold top down to the dark Black Hand. There's another side, beings that believe it to be the other way around, where Card is at the top. That's kind of like the dark side. Those Albin Quards in this universe are the Weaponers, or what they call the Weaponeers in Green Lantern, but Weaponers here, like from Quard. And then they also mention the association with the Black Stars. I wonder if that's kind of like Dark Stars. But the Black Stars, that seems to be their main opposition, and the Owens are recruiting these people wielding spectrums of light to prepare them for what's coming, which appears to be a black star planet or world, who happens to be Mogo. Another little twist. This is so fun. Mogo is like a giant or black star planet that's coming. It's lots of fun, and there's some cameos also, or name drops. We definitely see Hector Hammond, also Cameron Chase. I think a similar role that she would play in the regular DC universe, but then a really cool surprise cameo from Simon Baz, who kind of works with her like as an agent, but he still wears his mask, but not as a Green Lantern. So I'm so curious what the story of that is all about. And it also appears that Cameron Chase has history with Joe. And then there's also mention of Roz and Veronica Cale. And we know that Veronica Cale is in or going to be in Absolute Wonder Woman. I'm not caught up. I hear that this might be the least liked of all the Absolute comics, but everyone likes all the Absolute comics, so it doesn't mean that it's bad. I really enjoyed this too. I love the mythos and world building. It's so much fun. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Alien Earth in that there's a ship that crash landed with an alien in it. I look forward to reading more. I can't believe this was 6 issues and there's just so much more to learn. I felt like that was really just the opening, the introduction. We still haven't gotten to the meat of the story yet. 6 issues is kind of like an arc, but it really is just the very beginning. So tell me what you thought if you read it. I'm not really sure what the next thing I'm reading is, but I'll figure it out and I'll be back.